that they went to the pictures probably because their parents wanted to get rid of them. And I think there was an element of that in our cinema going too. But because it never seemed to enter anybody's mind what the film was. You just were going to the pictures. Nobody said what we were going to see. We just saw what we saw. And it was a much darker world then. I mean, literally, physically darker, because there weren't, when we came out of the cinema and once we left the last streetlight, it was pitch dark all the way home. And there wouldn't be many cars. It was kind of a back road. So you would be just as terrified going home. All the terror of the cinema would be magnified again, because you'd be, there were maybe 3 or 4 or 5 of us running along together and your heart in your mouth. And I remember one night we ran into this. I ran into this bullock that was on the side of the road. And we would, like Dad was talking there, he would hear us coming panting home, and the gravel rustling under our feet and round and in the door, and we would see really scary films. I remember that this film, I don't know what it was about, but there was these women in catsuits going around the church, and they were coming out from behind the baptism font with knives, and there was blood in the confession box, and it was horror. And then, to come out then, and he only had to cross the street to go home. We had to leave the town and make a run for it, and you'd be really, really scared. I mean, like any time my kids have gone to the cinema, I've taken them and I've brought them home in the car. I haven't left them make their own way home. So the experience of going to the cinema was kind of had an extra level of excitement, because you were out in the dark, you were making your way home, everybody was running, we were making each other more afraid, jumping out at each other and shoving each other into the bushes, and it was just like... It was kind of the epilogue to the film was the run home, and you went as fast as you could go,